Hey, pickers, Mighty Mike and Kay. Wow, 2 days in a row that you get to go. That's awesome. So we're off to the flea market. We're heading up to Sunset. It's on top of the hill. It's a really cool market. A chilly day for November. High of 37 right now. It was 33 when it got up, but it's after 9 and probably a little late, but still it's fun to do a sweep. And then we're going to head to one of our favorite thrift stores, which was yesterday. We bought cologne that was Play-Doh flavored.
I found a Play-Doh perfume and I posted it on eBay last night and it sold last night, so that's exciting.
Yeah, and you did the research, you looked it up, and they had other flavors. What were some of the other?
This line of perfume, they have some very interesting, I've never heard of it, but they have a, what was it, kitten fur.
Is it kitten fur? Oh, so it's not cat litter?
No, it wasn't cat litter.
But the one was a funeral parlor?
Funeral home, which I think was probably like, I imagine very flowery and, yeah.
But the thing is the Play-Doh, it really does smell like Play-Doh. So she listed that on our eBay store, Pickin Weeds Vintage, and it sold
overnight.
Sold overnight. Yeah. So that was nice to wake up to.
Ship that out tomorrow.
Exactly. Nice to wake up to a sale. Yeah. So thanks a lot for running along with us. You know, I think of Mike Wolf from American Pickers, and one of his mentors said that try to buy at least one thing every single day. And I'm reading a book right now, and they mentioned Andy Warhol, who I believe lived in New York City. He would go to a thrift store, a junk store, an antique store every single day. And I think it's important to get out there. So thanks a lot for coming along on this journey of Pickin Weeds Vintage. Let's go have some fun. All right, so we are here, and it looks like there's not a lot of vendors or shoppers, so that could play in our favor. Let's go have some fun. Do a quick sweep, as they say. How's your coffee?
Very good.
So we are back here at Sunset Flea Market, and it is a cold, windy November day. But you know what? It's not too bad. It was, 37, I said in the beginning there, the opening segment. We set up here quite a bit over the summer months, and we sold a lot of our vintage costume jewelry. One whole side was all vintage jewelry, and we did $1 a piece. So we did our dollar days here where everything was $1, and then we also had one side that was regular price, and then the other side was the dollar market. Here we go at the first vendor, and they have a mix of tubs and boxes. And you know, it's fun when you go to your local flea market. It really is all about the search, the hunt, right? We're all looking for treasure. And then you pick something up and then you holler out, how much for this? Just like Mike Wolf, and Frank Fritz and Robbie and Danielle and the crew. But yeah, it's fun to go picking and just to get out. And even if you don't buy something, you know, we got to do some filming on this sunny day. We got some exercise. And for those of you who have never sold at the flea market, maybe this coming weekend, go to your local flea market and then talk to the folks in charge. Ask them how much it is to set up. And sometimes it's only $10, $15, $20. And then you can go through your attic, your garage, your basement, and get rid of some stuff and get some cash for it, because the holidays are coming up. And we all could use a little extra cash right at this time of year. So this gentleman has a tarp, and he has all of his wares laid on the ground. I think he has a single space there. Some people will get a double space, and others, maybe a dealer, will do even a triple space. There was a U-Haul truck right behind him, and I think he had a double or a triple space. But you can see, typically in the summertime, this place would be packed, and there'd be double or even triple the amount of vendors. I think today it was only 15, maybe 20 vendors. And in the summertime when we were set up there, they had the overflow going down around the back, but they had orange cones to keep that area closed. But it's just a fun experience when you walk around your local flea market, and you just never know what kind of treasure that you will discover when you're out on your journey. So I call it a quick sweep. See, there's a guy who that might be a triple space. He's got a U-Haul and he's got a bunch of items. Maybe that's only a double space, but yeah, see, he just loaded it up. And we bought a van. So, have van will travel. We took it to the 127 out in Kentucky. That's the world's longest yard sale. It starts up there in Michigan, and it goes all the way down to Alabama. And it was our second year back at the 127.
I love the colors.
I tell you how cold it was. My finger split this morning.
Oh, no.
I'm on blood thinner.
Oh, wow.
Very careful.
Yeah.
My whole hand was
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
determined. But my skin
It happened to a guy I was hunting with. Well, hell, that had to be about 30 years ago. He never told me he was on blood thinners there. He cut himself, and I never even knew it until he fell over.
Oh, no.
He got that weak.
Yes.
See that rug there? That was top of the market in the 90s.
Was it?
Yep, you can't even find them anymore. I didn't even know I had it. It was in storage.
How long is it?
I would say 10, 15 foot.
Oh, wow. Look at that milk
I
bottle.
used to use them for tablecloths.
Oh, wow.
Look at that puzzle there.
That's neat.
See now, if I was over at the Grove, that would probably would have went.
Yep.
I'll send it to horse. They'll take care of it for me.
Definitely.
I like going to the flea market. These are really cool. These are made out of horseshoes. These are miniature chairs. And that's another thing, too, I learned about, with setting up at different, I call them shows at the flea market or antique swap or whatever. I mean, it's neat. There's so many interesting things, and the creativity. And now that we're dealers and I'm setting up a lot more, and you try to find a way to repurpose, reuse, recreate, recycle, upcycle, reuse, whatever the case may be. And it's just neat that somebody made chairs out of those horseshoes. But yeah, I'd rather save it from a landfill, you know what I mean? And let's make some art out of it, or use it for a different purpose, whatever the case may be. But as I was saying, I really like going junking or thrifting or flea market and whatever, shopping, picking in the colder months too, because I feel like people, they're set up. And the dealers want to get rid of as much stuff as they possibly can because it's cold and maybe the deals are hot. You know what I mean? Here's a Matchbox or Hot Wheels dealer. And you'll see that different dealers will specialize in just one thing. Trying to do some interesting camera shots now. I think I'm working the camera. And there are the collectors for Matchbox, for mostly Hot Wheels, I guess. And then we have, here's this little frog that caught my attention. Some old cars there, maybe some banks from a promotional item from the banks. It's a little spitter frog. You're in the pool. It's a little pool toy. I don't know, the way the sun was hitting him. I'm a frog guy. Hi, ho, Kermit the Frog here. That was a cool old phone where probably a receptionist phone, because you can transfer people, put them on hold and all that. One of the old rotary dial-up phones, and she had $10 on that. But all she did there was just put things out on a tarp, and she grouped the items. And as I said, we're just getting our exercise, and we're doing a quick sweep, doing a little filming for our YouTube channel. By the way, while I have a moment, I just want to thank all of the new subscribers. Again, I want to thank Karen from Lavender Clothesline, and I met her at Roots the other week, and she was filming for her YouTube channel, and she said, I'll give you a plug. So I told her Pickin' Weeds Vintage, and we went from 24 subscribers almost overnight to 58, so we more than doubled it, and we really appreciate that. So welcome to all of the new subscribers to our YouTube channel here on Pickin' Weeds Vintage. So yeah, I ponied up there for $1, but then there was another frog. It was a smaller one. She says, how about another $1? And I said, well, I'm not in love with them that much. So I took a pass. I just took the one frog for $1.
The frog is getting ready to eat our little rainbow trout there. Time to get some breakfast?
Sounds good.
Let's go. I'm hungry. Okay, so we're back here at the Humane Thrift. Let's go find some treasure.
So this is one of our favorite thrift stores of all time. We're both animal lovers, and Kay's filming right now, by the way. She doesn't realize that she has her thumb in front of the camera lens, and all weekend long she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said, "Don't worry about it." I said, the more you practice, the better you get, and you can see all the holiday stuff in there. But anytime you can mix animals and saving our furry friends or helping our furry friends out, we adopted Sonny. He needed a forever home. And he's a smoky-colored cat, not quite orange like Ringo, but a smoke-colored cat, and he's really cool, and he's just a bundle of love, and he's a handful, but we love him. And he came from our friends at Humane, where they constantly are taking in strays and kittens and cats that need a forever home. So they're raising money for food, for litter, for supplies, and then also to get the animals spayed and neutered. And we're in the vintage room, and it's Disney is the theme. So it's always fun to look at the different items that they have in the vintage room. And as a picker, and people go thrifting there, they like to find treasure, whether you're a Disney collector or if you are a reseller on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, you set up at the Flea, Etsy, whatever the case may be. I guess Etsy, you got to make your own stuff in a way, huh? So here are the shoes, and they've got the T-shirts up there in the vintage room. But it's funny, too, you know, as you do this more and more, the people there, the volunteers, they really become your friends. And I know it sounds cliche to say extended family, but that is the case. Oh, those are cool. Those are placemats, $1 each. But yeah, as you get to know them, and like I said in the other video yesterday, I think it was, I remember we had some garden extras and peppers and tomatoes and I forget exactly what, hot peppers and plus Tex. I was going to say habanero. But yeah, it's cool to be able to help out, make a donation, whatever. And as pickers, we're constantly donating to the local thrifts, and we're very lucky because we are rich in thrift stores in our area. And I'd encourage you, as well as you're watching these videos, Pickin' Weeds Vintage, to follow us here on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And we're on Flickr now. We have an eBay store as well, and a Facebook place. I think I said that. Now I got 5 to remember, huh? But yeah, go out and get involved in your local thrift stores. Sometimes it just starts with a Google search and type in local thrift stores, local flea markets, and you can start your treasure hunting as well. Maybe even your own YouTube channel. We'll follow your adventures too. That'd be a lot of fun. I love to watch how other people present their treasures, how they hunt for them and resell and all that. It's just very exciting. It's like you're going on a journey with them. So now we're at the Smalls area, and you can find all kinds of goodies here. We bought, not the water pick, but the other one were the electric toothbrush heads. And I think for 2 brand new heads, it was either 50 cents or $1. And I thought, man, oh man, that is amazing. And they're brand new in the package. So this place is only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But as I said in the other video, a lot of them are here every day, volunteering their time, restocking, putting things back on the shelves, going through the donations. And it's nice to see so many people in the local community donate to the Humane Society. Another good one's the Animal Rescue League as well. And I've worked with those folks in neighboring Berks County, where I used to work for many, many years. So all of the animal shelters, get involved with them in any way, shape, or form. Maybe they have a car wash in the summer months, or maybe they're setting up at a bazaar or whatever, and you can buy a table there and put your wares on there, and it all helps out our furry friends. So now we're going down in the basement. This is one of my favorite places to go. Look at those nice wreaths on the side there. They have wreaths up there all year long. A lot of the people that work there, too, I think what they do, we talked earlier about recreating, reusing, repurposing, and upcycling the items. And you'd be surprised. They'll take a record album and they'll put it in a frame, and it just looks like, like the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and it's like, wow, it becomes art then all of a sudden. So here's Kay's. She likes her coffee mugs, and this is the best place to buy it too. I think they're either 50 cents, and I think they might be having a sale at half off at 25 cents a piece. I remember one time they were selling them for a dime. I think it was a blowout, so it was really, really great. It's fun to go there, and she does really well on the eBay store, Pickin Weeds Vintage. If you just type that in, and you can see all of the treasures that we picked. I know some people they say stay away from the glass, stay away from the plates, and that is definitely a true statement. I know we went to the auction and we got all these different plates, and they're fancy plates. They're made in Japan, they're made in England, and the one was royalty, the Queen set or whatever, and I have a set of like 32 on Marketplace right now for $10, and I had one hit on it, but that's it. So yeah, you have to be careful. I think she did end up buying these guys. These are some kind of decorative candles for the holidays, for Christmas. But yeah, the more you do this, you find that you will get into a niche where you'll start buying certain things. And they always say, if you're going to do this, buy things that you like as well. And I don't think that's bad advice, because if you have it for a while, you'll enjoy it, whether you're displaying it at a local antique mall or you're giving them as gifts to friends and family, coworkers, whatever, or you're reselling online or you're making a YouTube video about them. If you buy things that excite you, then that excitement will come through on your videos. Who is that tall man, that strange man there that lurks around the corner? Well, I'm going to help her out because she has her hands full there. But yeah, it's a lot of fun reselling, and I like setting up, and I also like doing the marketplace meetups, and I like, of course, the picking part is a lot of fun. I mean, I think everybody enjoys that part, but then some people don't like to do the other part. Here's the man cave area, and it's nice to go down there and find things. So this is kind of cool here. This is one of those, almost reminds me of like the 60s or 70s, where you'd make, it has a light bulb in it, and they got the fake snow, and they have the reindeer out front and the dog out front, and you plug it in, and it's a little Christmas holiday display. And I'm picking up an oversized butterfly ceramic painted dish. I think it's from 1972. I don't think Kay got that excited about that, but I don't know what it is. I like oversized items. I think it's part of it because I'm 6'8" on a good day when I'm standing up straight. So big oversized things speak to me. We got some nice Christmas balls in there in the original box. And sometimes just putting that out, if you have an antique booth, that really is a nice decoration, really helps the decorum and gets people to stop and then come into your booth, whether you're set up out at the Flea, an antique swap, or you actually have an antique booth. But here's the Christmas table and all kinds of goodies. And you can't beat the prices here, too. They price them to sell them because they get a lot of inventory. They get a lot of merchandise. It's nice to know that people donate to the Humane Society, and sometimes you'll see entire collections come through their doors. And I was talking to my friends earlier there. They told me about a Kiss collection, and I wish I was filming it, but boy, they had the magazines, the original magazines in mint condition behind the plastic, and the 3-ring binder was just filled with them. They had the figures you know, Gene Simmons and Peter Criss and all the other ones on the card, the original cardboard. Behind the plastic, they had a Kiss mask, but it was an entire collection. That's just one example of when an entire collection comes in. Sometimes, too, I know other place we were at, they had clowns, and they have a clown collector. People don't collect clowns as much as they did years ago. Of course, there's a joke, right? They say, if you want to see some clowns, where do you go? Washington, D.C. But I'm ching. Never mind. That's not good, Mike. That's in poor taste. Sorry about that. Yeah, so here's the here's the wall hangings. And what does it say? 50 cents, the frames there. So, yeah, it's very affordable. And if you are getting an apartment for the first time, you're getting your own place, or you just got a house, and go to a thrift store. Go to your local junk store, your antique mall, whatever, or go to a flea market and decorate there. You know what I mean? You can go to IKEA, and I love IKEA. You can go to the furniture places, and that's all well and good, and some of the box stores, the centers, and the marts and all that. But when you go to these places, you know, let a little of your personality come out and decorate the way you want it to look. So, all right, we're going to go upstairs now after being down here in the basement. By the way, we just started doing the voiceover thing, so you'll have to let us know in the comments how it's going. This is only my second one, and I'm trying to get Kay behind the microphone, so we'll have to work on that and get her out of her shell, but she wants to do it, so slowly but surely. But her camera work already, I think, on this video compared to the one she did the day before, it's a lot smoother. It's great, these Afghans here, too. They're wonderful. All right, so we're upstairs in the main room again, and there's some cool things there, too, at the counter. But look at that Kiss mask. I was telling you about that entire Kiss collection, and they're asking $50 on that, which I don't think that's unreasonable because that's in mint condition. You don't see those every single day. That's Gene Simmons, right? And there is a signed stuffy. I'm not sure what that's, probably some kind of advertising. Their book department is amazing, too. I think their books are really cheap, like a quarter or 50 cents a piece. 365 ways to say gas. And with gas prices now at what, $3.55, that is a no-brainer. You know what else is a no-brainer is, did that say 2 for 25 cents VHS tapes? I thought of our friend Tucker Upper. I know he was predicting, look at that, that's mint, is that Ernie Kovacs, the best of, and it's sealed in the plastic. There are some people who still watch videotapes. I know our friend Tucker Upper, who we support, we watch him, he and Sammy, they do a great job. He was predicting the VHS tapes are going to be coming back one day.
Hey, pickers. So we are back. We did a quick sweep, found some interesting stuff. I think all in all, you only spent, what, $3 at the thrift store that supports animals are humane. And you got some Christmassy stuff?
I did. I got some Christmas candles.
Oh, wow.
Got 2 of those.
Those are cool. Definitely old, huh?
Hold on, let me flip that around.
Nice.
So
they're definitely
70s,
vintage.
maybe,
Yep.
yeah. I don't have that feel. Here's another little set, some bears.
Oh, that's cool. Wax candles.
And it's sort of the same. Well, Gift Co. China. But
But still
cute.
the box, the
Yeah,
presentation.
very
Yeah,
cute.
I like it.
Where's it?
That's good.
It's here. And I don't know if you want me to unwrap all these. I got some mugs. They're wrapped up. Some Christmas mugs. I think I got an Olaf Disney mug, and they were all, I think they're 25 cents a piece there. So
Very nice. So you did really well.
that's it.
We spent like $4 total with our pool toy here, right? It's got the frog I paid too much. It ended up being made in China. I don't know. Did you ever get kind of caught in that trap when the morning sun is hitting it and it's like, look at the oversized frog? Well, it's just a regular sized frog, Mighty Mike, but I get excited about that kind
We
of stuff.
tried to get 2 for the price of 1, but she was firm.
Oh, well.
On her price.
And a funny story real quick, you know, I keep hearing about how people talk about the price of everything is going up because of the supply chain issues and also the price of gasoline being $3.65 a gallon, and prices are going up everywhere for food. So we hit the McDonald's drive-thru and we split a meal, a sausage, egg McMuffin, and cheese with a hash brown and a large Diet Coke. And then we also added a sausage, egg McMuffin, and cheese. And we got our sandwiches, and what was missing?
The egg.
The egg. So almost $12 for all that. It's like, when did sausage, egg McMuffins go up to like $5 a piece?
Yeah, it was like $4. I can't find the receipt.
Yeah.
It was like $4.60 something for one sandwich. So
I'm sure that's happened to you already. And then you think, till I go back in line, talk to the manager, whatever, and you get another one made up. That's 20 minutes out of your time. And if you're trying to pick and you want to move on to the next place, that's going to eat up a lot of your time. But doesn't that seem to happen to us quite a bit?
It happens to us quite a
Not
bit.
just at that place either. Hey, thank you so much for coming along on this trip. And it's nice to have you the last couple of days.
Nice to be here.
I know, normally you're not with me. So, hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Flickr. And we also have an eBay store. We're Pickin' Weeds Vintage. I'm Mighty Mike.
I'm Kay.
Happy picking, everybody.